hold it out and them never paid yours. Notice I just be a bad bitch, I get forward from with you. But the one you have to be good girl them lazy. She never did a features, I rate it. Never did a features, half naked. Me never did a piggy RB things halfway, that's why me give her ratings. She never did a features, half naked. Never did a features, I rated. Me never did a piggy RB things halfway, that's why me give her ratings. I know every girl I white material. I know every girl forget the juice in my seed bag. I know every girl me trust to cook my food, nor boil my tea, not even put the milk in the cereal. Me like a catty when me dival. When we wash for cook for clean and no fuss. When she hear me get a new girl, I know that me mean when me say me fight me demons. Multiple wife legally, no illegal. Yeah, straight, me go crazy. I know every catty can be my first lady. I know every press plus body done pay fi plus Tatiana no fit in a no Mercedes. When me say oh luxury dolly fi nurse baby, a trouble when luxury dolly turn old lady. So big up every girl we don't lazy. Your body big, but your mommy donate it. I rate it. Never did a fi dress half naked. Me never did a fi give her be things halfway, that's why me give her ratings. She never did a fi dress half naked. Never did a fi dress I rated. Me never did a piggy RB things halfway, that's why me give her rating. She now wait pan money for reach her and donation. She make reach her man donation. 101, but the waist gal a tell her fi leave her man, but she stay strong. She know say them are no friends, them are haters. Them sleep with every man in a the acre. Can't get nobody fi stay long and want the advice for relation. Baby no listen to no fake news. Them can't keep a man cause them never stay true. Could hold it out and them never paid yours. Never shut them out and them wicked and cruel, eh? Bag man a rush but them just a get yours. Everything them have them did a fear blows. Instagram live them nude for the views. Baby that I know.
What's good now? I'm about to get young. Pull up
nigga in a shredder, but however, I could never take a step back for my pleasure. Change the weather, Ruger 5.7 on my dresser, clip full with a lot of pressure. I forget that I made a special. I don't care, so I don't remember hitting treasures in my lecture. New texture, but the same message. Think rich, no think better. Chevy boy, I don't need a Porsche. Bucket clean and I feed the horse. Pull up on me, lose a bitch, ain't nothing to me. Ben Simmons, they ain't fucking with me. Take sides, you was set hopping. Heat on, you was flip flopping. On the come up, then he start watching. We open doors like fuck knocking. Yeah, she see it and then don't believe it. Spit fire in my heart anemic. Make a choice, get in the van. Taking ground and become a man. You pussy, I'm straightforward. Take orders, give orders. Bend corners, set borders. Niggas fold like rich quarter. Lifelong, but my temp shorter. Only for the bullshit though. Counterfeit niggas, they be full of it though. I don't really hear what you went to, nigga. We don't really care what you been through, nigga. I offend you, nigga. Sharp like a quick flat turn in the venue, nigga. Cut right through it like a jinsu, nigga. If I say that I mean it, and know I'm the meanest and one of the cleanest. I put it together and break it in pieces. I got plenty of time, I got plenty ideas, you wouldn't believe it. I roll with the lions, you run with hyenas. I'm David inside of a killing arena. For all of my people, I'm giving you all of the smoke. Stop saying the stuff that you won't really wanna live up to. Live by a code, yeah, we stand up too. Say you get money, put bread up too. Saying you done, we fed up too. Fed up too, in the league of my own. Just leave me alone, they gon' keep talking about me. I just keep going and going and going. It is what you showing, and I'ma keep growing and growing and rocking and rolling and take over loading. I hold a position in any condition, completing the mission. Paying attention, I got a connection, just sit in the section. Yeah, I changed. 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 You know I changed. You know I changed. You know I changed. You know I changed. Yeah, I changed. Yeah, I changed.
Hey, let's rock out. Hey, Shalom. Hold up. Let me see what this angle looks like. Y'all see me? Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai, Barak a thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shamar, Alathan Ba'Shem Yahshai to all the sisters. Priest and Officer 1000s of Badja of the I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA. Give that a hand. Right? You gotta be in the school that Commanding General YAHANNA controls. Right? So once again, give that a hand. One West, we show brotherhood and we don't leave each other. Slovakia. If you're in a place where the leader left his brothers, oh man, he's about to leave you and you about to leave him soon. Very soon. All right, so we're here. This is another law class, an interesting topic we're going to be going in on. Heaven or hell. I put up a lyric. I believe this was 50 Cent. Got to make it to heaven because we living in hell. Right? I believe that's an old 50 Cent lyric, maybe off his Get Rich or Die Trying. Right? But that's a concept. That is a concept that you got to make it to heaven. Right? People believe that you have to die to go to heaven. Right? They told slaves, if you be a good slave, if you do all your work, you don't question the man who's destroying your family, abusing your daughters and your mothers, and doing heinous acts on brothers in front of you while whipping your back. If you don't obey him, you are not going to die and go to heaven. Damn, that's absolutely disgusting, right? Because they put us in slaves, meaning blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in slavery. They put us in slavery so they can make their heaven. Right, that's what happened. Hold up, I also got to do one quick thing. Y'all bear with me a quick moment. I just got to share something real quick. I'm gonna share some shit real quick. Salakia. So I share this link. Hold up. You know what? I'm just gonna put you right back on hold for a quick second. Bear with me 2 moments.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it cautious. As if they make the wrong move it cautious. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo sabi. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on by the bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, chemo sabi. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, Kimo Sabe got this bitch off the hand. Got this juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it cautious. As if they make the wrong move it cautious. You see me, they like, ooh, Kimo Sabe. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on by the bullshit.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fuck up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause it's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. So you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to boss shit.
One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Hey, Thawada, for your patience. I'm right back. Thawada again for your patience. Damn right. One west till they bury us, right? That's how it goes. That's what the song said. One west till they bury us. So again, like we were talking about, they believe that you got to die, or they taught us you have to die to go to heaven, right? We have to be unalived to go to heaven, which is crazy when you think about it. Just think about that. Someone telling you if you're a good slave, you could die and go to heaven. Be unalived and go to heaven. And then you're like, well, damn. I'm just going to obey these people who are trying to kill me, who are trying to make my life a living hell. Haven't you heard that phrase before? A living hell? Well, when we cracked open this Bible, right? The men above us cracked open this Bible, Salakia, and they figured out that you don't have to die to see heaven. Right? Now, in the same breath, you got to kill your old you if you want to see heaven. Right? You don't have to physically die, meaning your body goes into the earth. They do a ceremony for you, take out your organs, perform an autopsy for you to see heaven. But mentally and carnally, you should unalive the old you to become someone new. Right? Hold up. I'm going to look for that in a moment. I just had it too. You bear with me one moment. I'm going to find that scripture for you in a second. Right. So eventually we're going to go to Ephesians 4:22. First, I want to read this verse because I always start my law classes with this verse. Right? Again, this is out the Apocrypha. It's what you would call, you would find the Apocrypha like right here in the Bible, between the Old and the New Testament. Right? So it's about right, where would we say? We would say about right here. Right? Yeah, right about here. This is the Apocrypha. Right? So you could take this and put it in here like that. That's, you would find the Apocrypha right there in a 1611 edition of the King James Bible. We got Baruch 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God, right? We were given commandments. We were given a way, a lifestyle we should live, right? There's a way in how we should live, a lifestyle in how we should live, and the things we should do and how we carry on. Definitely how we carry on, how we're supposed to treat each other. Good night. Hold up. I wasn't there the whole time. Right, there's a way we're supposed to treat each other. And again, this is the book of the commandments of God. God gave us certain commandments in a way that we should live and how we should live. And that's, hold up, let me just make sure we're not live on TikTok already. Right? There's a way we're supposed to live. Like how do you live? Do you go and eat all the pork that you want to? Right? Someone asked me to buy them food the other day. Say, hey, you going to the Caribbean spot? Can you get me some food? I say, yeah, I can get you some food. What you want? They said pork. And I said, no, I'm not going. I'm not going no more. They said, what do you mean you're not going? I said, no, I'm not going for you no more. Like, I'm going to go. I'm going to get a curry chicken or a jerk chicken. But you want the pork and I cannot buy it. I don't eat pork, so I cannot buy it for you. I don't want you to eat pork, so I cannot buy it for you. That's like someone saying you shouldn't smoke crack. And then someone telling that same person who said you shouldn't smoke crack, yo, you're going to the store over there, buy me some crack, and they go do it. It'd be stupid. Right? It would absolutely make no sense. So again, this is the book of the commandments of God and the law. Right? There's a law that we're supposed to live under. There's laws for how we treat each other, right? Meaning, I cannot go to a brother, right? A brother come to me and he asks for a loan. He says, Zabaja, I'm down on my luck right now. Can I get 100 from you? And I'm like, yeah, I got a brown boy. I got a fresh Robert Borden in my pocket. $100 bills here for you. Or I can e-transfer it to you. But on Friday, when you get paid, you got to give me $120. You are not allowed to do that to a brother or a sister. A heathen, though, is different, right? You should love your brothers and sisters. You don't have to give love to the heathens and the nations round about you because they don't love you. Now, let's just take it away from like scripture for a second. Have the heathens and people round about us ever given us love truly? Like, and what do you think love is? Do you think love is a heathen hiring you and renting you an apartment? Like a heathen hired you on a job and he didn't fire you. He gave you some overtime today, so he loves you? Good night. That's crazy. All right. Let's keep going. And the law that endureth forever. This law endures forever. It's not something from 2,000 years ago that stopped. It's forever. If you're Black, Hispanic, and Native American, you have to keep this. All right. So again, this is a law that endureth forever. Good night. I was trying to set something up. I was going to go on the TikTok, but this phone is being crazy annoying right now. Hold up. Right, this is a law that endureth forever, and all that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Hey, listen, you're gonna be unalived. You're gonna be unalived if you don't keep the law of the Bible. Now, some of y'all will say, listen, that's not true. And some of y'all will say, forget the Bible, let's just get some money. Well, listen, rich homie Quan just died with some money. Rich homie Quan was unalived. He had money in his pockets, right? He had the money. You got who else passed not too long ago? Kobe Bryant was unalived in a helicopter. He had the money. So is money gonna save us? Hell nah. If you think money's gonna save you, good night. You about to go out like Kobe. You about to go out like Kobe in a moment. right? So we're on TikTok now. Officially, we're on TikTok. We're streaming live, and I just wanted to know if is heaven or hell real? Right? This is what I'm asking everybody on TikTok. Is heaven or hell real? And you got to let me know your answers. Do you think heaven or hell is real? Right? And can you prove that heaven and hell is real? Or what? Okay, we won't even say prove. What do you use to justify that heaven and hell is real? Right? Do you have to be like when you're unalived, you give up the breath, right? There's no more air in your lungs, right? They can't revive you. Are you judged and then you go to heaven, or are you judged and then you go to hell? Right? And what does the Bible say about this? That's another question. What does the Bible say about dying and going to heaven and dying and going to hell? If y'all got a verse for it, let me know. Let me know if y'all got a verse that says you die and go to heaven, or you die and go to hell. I'm trying to see it. Right? All right. So we are going to, I got some articles that I wanted to read, right? And this is the first concept. Like, y'all want to know where they got that concept of hell? We're going to read it right now, right? We're going to read where they get the concept of hell. And it's something y'all might have heard, right? We got one second. Yohanan said the spirit returns back to the Father as written. Well, we're gonna definitely find out. We got JR. JR said hell is invented. Well, that's what we're trying to find out now. Yohanan, you said the spirit returns back to the Father. Where have you heard that from before? Right? How did you come up with that? And what can you show to back up what you said? The spirit goes back to the Father, right? The concept of hell is post-biblical invention. Well, someone definitely invented that concept of hell. And Yohanan, you are definitely right. Your spirit does go back to the Father, right? And that's what we're going to be going through tonight. All right. I'm also live on YouTube. If anybody's watching on this TikTok, I'm also live on YouTube, I.S.U.P.K Toronto on YouTube. Right, I'm also sharing this to Facebook, not the TikTok stream exactly, but y'all get the drift. When I died, it felt like I was dropped in a dark room and moved forward and hit a wall. JC, your favorite Muslim girl. So are you saying you died before? Yo, nah, yeah, no problem. Are you saying you died before, JC? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like you went on an operating table, your vital signs stopped for a second, your heart stopped, and that's what you're saying, you died and came back? I've never heard no one say they've died and come back. That's new to me. Then moved backwards and hit the wall. Good night. You hit a wall. Then I bared witness to a light. Now, listen, you got to explain that to me. That sounds interesting. I definitely need to hear that. You said you died, you were unalive 2 times or died 2 times. How? Can you explain what happened to us? What happened to you so we could understand? Because that's something interesting. I've never heard that concept or someone say they've died before. Hey, shalom, sis. Yahweh Shemar Latham Ba'Shem Yahushua. If you wanted for tuning in. Right? So that concept of hell comes from the Roman times, right? Listen, have y'all ever heard of Dante's Inferno? Who's trying to be a guest? All right, I'm going to bring you up for a second to see what's up. Yohanan, is that how you pronounce your name? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you say that again?
Yeah, so you can just say John.
John. One second. Oh, okay, John. What's going on? So you said you die and go back to hell. All right. So sorry, Salakia. You said your spirit goes back to the Father.
Yeah, you want to go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7.
Ecclesiasticus.
Everything of the flesh returns back to the earth, and that of the spirit returns back to the Father, as it is written.
Okay, so I got a quick question. Are you Black, Hispanic, or Native American?
Trust me, I'm beyond at knowing who the Israelites are. So we have an understanding on that clearly. But if you want to be just technical, I would be from the tribe of Judah.
Oh, you'd be from the tribe, so you're a Judite. Okay. Now I figured you had to be.
Look, so-called according to y'all's chart. But yeah, go ahead.
It's not our chart. We just broke down what the Bible said. This is not something we invented. It's just you go through the scripture, and just like the scripture says, your spirit goes back to the Father. The scripture lets you know who the Israelites are.
We'll definitely get to that. I don't disagree that the descendants of the Israelites are here. But I do disagree with that you don't know who you are and you haven't actually done your lineage of things that you say that you've done to show it, even pertaining to things of the flesh. It's just things that can match up with as far as Deuteronomy 28 and 16, or the curses that you link to things that relates to the Atlantic slave trade and things that have happened to the so-called blacks and Hispanics. So things that you match up, but you haven't actually done your genealogy test. So it's a lot of things of why the majority of Israel is still blind in error, but we'll get to that.
All right, that's definitely an interesting concept, right? I'll just, before we get back to the heaven and hell, for lineage, we don't just use Deuteronomy, right? There's, I believe it's Genesis, the 32nd chapter as well, where it tells you where, I believe Jacob was talking to his sons, to his grandchildren and his sons, and he was letting them know what was going to happen to them, right? And also, like did you say a test of genealogy?
Yeah, like when it tells you to search out your forefathers, the lineage, or to search out your father's seed, to bear record to see, how you're supposed to do it, and when it was pertaining to things under the old covenant.
I got you.
But,
so
now that it's in Christ, but that's a different. Yeah, we'll get there.
Oh, so I was just trying to figure out if you were talking about a DNA test, or you're talking about going to your fathers and asking them questions and seeing who you're talking to.
Either way, none of the Israelites can truly say that they are Israelites.
So how do you know you're an Israelite then?
I don't claim to be an Israelite. I say according to your doctrine and according to genealogy, since I'm dealing with an Israelite brother, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I understand. So you don't believe you're an Israelite, but
well, I don't claim it. I know the story is true, but I don't claim it.
All right. So I got one more question. I'm gonna go back into the topic that we were originally talking about. What do you claim?
A servant of Christ, a messenger of the Lord.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. That sounds like when you said that sounded like Christianity to me. Like when I hear a servant of Christ, it sounds like everybody could be a servant.
I'm not gonna be condescending because I speak to a brother that's of an Israelite. It's many Israelites I've dealt with, but I'm not gonna put you all in the same bunch. And I know I'm not intentionally saying it, but it's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I'm not. If I could, real quick.
I don't have a title, so I wouldn't say. I would say I'm a Christian, but I don't deal with the Christianity doctrines of man. As many denominations, as many ideologies, man's doctrines, and their private interpretation. So we don't go along with that. We just follow the truth of Christ, and we follow the Spirit. When you're led by the Spirit, we're not. It's just being honest. It's like, I'm not gonna say I'm an Israelite because I found out by even to the fullest degree, not even the ones that are professing it, that you're Israelites. And this is why he said, don't let it be, really distinctions between genealogies, because Israel, you got to be born again now that Christ have come to redeem you and was sent for you. So you actually got to be born again in the covenant now with Christ, and this is
So
not the covenant.
this is why. Yeah, that's exactly why I said it sounds like Christianity. I'm not saying you are a Christian or you do the whole Creflo Dollar Christianity things. It's just when I talk to brothers and they say that, it just sounds like when I say, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. When I hear that, it sounds like everybody could be involved. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like East Indians, Arabs, Chinese, Caucasians could all come to one church. Everyone holds hands in kumbaya, and that's not what Christ said. But we'll leave it at that.
I can tell you what is true. What is true? That you all have faith. You're showing your faith. The Israelites are showing their faith. I see the Christians. I look at the good and try to see the good. I know that we can say, yeah, it's still, you can't not see the bad. But I see, if you're dealing with the bad, I see the bad in Israel. I see the bad in the Christianity movement. I see the bad in the Muslim movement. I see the bad in all religions. I see the bad in humanity. We see the bad in ourselves. But if I see the good, I see that you're seeking. You may have a different understanding that is being taught to you through your elders, through your journey.
I got you. So I'm going to say it like this, right? I don't see anything good outside of One West. Everything outside of I.S.U.P.K is bad. It's just horrible for black people. It'll make us love our enemies and our oppressors, and it's just sell us down the road. But we'll leave it at that. I will go live again, and we could definitely talk about, we could definitely have another conversation, right? But we were talking about heaven and hell. So you said you had a precept about heaven and hell, and you don't believe that when you die, you are judged and go to hell forever.
I said when you die, as is written in Ecclesiastes 12:7, it's when the flesh goes back to the earth and then the spirit goes back to the Father, goes back to the Lord. You would say that. So you said
what verse was that again? Can you repeat that one more time?
Ecclesiastes 12:7.
Oh, Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 12:7.
Yeah.
Let's go to that real quick, right? Ecclesiasticus 12:7. You said Ecclesiasticus 12:7, or Ecclesiastes?
Ecclesiastes, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what I figured it was. Hold up, let's get to it. Ecclesiastes 12:7.
Yeah, start at verse 5. That'll be good.
Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Verse 6, or ever the silver cord be loosed, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the dark, or Salakia, or the wheel broken at the cistern, right? Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. Right? So that's the verse you're using to say that you don't go to heaven?
No, nobody goes to heaven. Nobody goes to hell until from the day everything returns back to the Father for judgment.
What? I got a quick question. What did you mean by the final day?
The day of judgment, bro. A judgment is happening right now. The day of the Lord, when the fullness of everything happens. Then, like right now, there is a messenger. The messengers that is being sent out, as well as the angels, to the 12 tribes of Israel, and they stand at the four corners of the earth. And one of the messengers, they go out. He is sent out to prophesy again to the nations and to Israel, to the 12 tribes, as it is written. But they don't. I mean, you can tell brothers this all day that, hey, we know some of the messengers are here. We know the angels are here. We know that the servant of the Lord is here. We know that the Israelites are waking up, but we do see error, and we do see 2/3 that is still not hearkening to the Spirit. So,
well, listen, this verse, the verse 7, is definitely talking about your spirit going back to the Father, right? So you could definitely use this verse to say you don't die and go to hell, right? But listen, all of Israel is eventually going to wake up. That is one thing. Like that 2/3 doctrine is not. It's really one of those things that says like you don't believe that Israel could be saved.
No, I don't say that. I know.
No, I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I'm just saying that's what people say.
I know the kingdom is the Israelites. But it's the fact of understanding that, like right now, you know, I.S.U.P.K don't believe that the other nations is going to be in the kingdom with you. And this is something, and I'm not saying that because you wasn't there when they first started I.S.U.P.K.
Nah, okay, so I'm gonna break it down to you. Listen, so do you believe? Before I say anything, I gotta ask a question. So you believe that other nations are going to be in the kingdom of heaven with you?
It's not that I believe. What's your name, brother? Because I don't want
Zabadia.
You said Zabadia?
Yeah, it means gift of the Lord in Hebrew.
All praises, brother.
Most High in Christ.
So, like, I know it's not that I'm saying I know, because there's a lot of people they probably get up there and say I know. I know as hearing it from the Lord out of his mouth, out of the Lord God of Israel's mouth, Zabadia.
Mm-hmm.
The other nations that was once among you, the strangers that was in your land among you, is going to be in the kingdom with you. And it tells you that these nations is going to judge some of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Wait, you got to show me that where it says some of the other nations are going to judge the 12 tribes of Israel.
This is a revelation, bro.
Yeah, I need that. Show that to me.
Hold on, let me go to it right first.
Show that to me. And I'm going to show you where, okay, so the other nations are definitely going to be in the kingdom of heaven, right? But it's not going to be kumbaya like most. I'm not saying you, but when I speak in general a lot. So I'm trying not to offend you, but a lot of people believe that it's going to be like we're going to be holding hands with the slave masters. Listen, I'm going to tell you this much. I'm Caribbean. No East Indian is going to be in the heaven with Christ, in the kingdom of heaven with Christ, talking about I'm on equal ground and we are the same as the Israelites. After the East Indians have been using their batons in Trinidad to beat in the heads of black men with dreads because they don't like the dreads. Now again, for us, dreads is unlawful, right? But I'm not going to go beat a black man in the head with a baton because he has dreads. I'm not going to tell black people because you didn't vote for us in a Trinidadian election, we should not feed you. We should starve you out because you're roaches. That's how East Indians are. And I'm not saying you, but people want us to believe or teach that they're going to be in the kingdom of heaven with us. And I'm going to let you pull your precept, right? And then I'm going to show you how the heathens or the other nations are going to be in the kingdom of heaven. And then after that, I'm going to go back to my topic. I'm going to continue teaching my class.
Yeah, it's all good, brother. Let's go to Matthew 19.
All right, you said Matthew 19.
Matthew 19, let's go to verse 28.
1 second, let me get with you. Matthew 19, verse 28. And this is going to say the heathens are going to be in the kingdom of heaven with the Israelites.
You say heathens. This is going to tell you that Christ and whom Christ have chosen, the saints, they are going to sit and judge the 12 tribes of Israel. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be some Israelites as well, because there were 12,000 from each tribe that is called. Those are the saints. And then the pure at heart, the ones who were just pure at heart and who's doing what is right according to the two royal commandments. And then the nations that attach themselves to the same God, because all mankind have sinned since Adam and Eve, and death reigned to all mankind, not just the Israelites, because all of you die, all of us.
But what does death have to do with the kingdom of heaven?
Because the kingdom of heaven was given to Israel and all whom believe on the name of the Lord and his death, burial, and resurrection. So this is the ones who are born again. The true Jews are those who have the Spirit inwardly, not pertaining to just because you're descendants of the flesh of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
I got you. I got you, brother. All right, so that sounds again like Christianity. Everyone can join. So you said Matthew 19 and.
But you rather hear it from the Lord than brothers that you think has been leading you to the truth.
I know where the truth is. So I'm just trying to get to your verse now to find out what verse. No, I got you. I got you. You just said a few things that we're going to have to go through real quick. And I do want to try to get through it a little quickly if we could, right? And then I'm in Matthew 19. You said which verse was it?
28 to 30.
28 to 30. Right, so this is Matthew 19, 28. And Jesus said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Do you know who he's talking to in this verse?
Yeah, the disciples.
Were they Israelites?
You want to be technical? Yeah, they were Israelites.
So he's talking to Israelites.
Yeah. If you understand now, what I'm telling you is the disciples, their writings right now, because the Spirit is still active and living. So when you have ones who are born again according to the Spirit, and these disciples, these witnesses, the scriptures can witness against you, Israel, because the prophets and the disciples are still alive. I don't think Israel believed that, but what I'm telling you is these testify of Christ and the disciples and the prophets. So when one comes, or when brothers and sisters come, and these disciples of Jesus Christ, their writings can testify against you, and they are against some of the Israelites who have yet to be born again and fully comprehend what's going on.
I understand, brother, but check this out. You know that this verse cuts you, right? Because in this verse, he's not talking to heathens. He's speaking to the Israelites. There's no heathens here.
Speaking to the Israelites and all whom call upon the name of the Lord. So when look, nation, Israel, even though you got split up, you're one nation. You're one nation. It says the nations, as in plural.
All right, so if I say I'm having a party, and I say I only love blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and everybody's invited, who's invited to my party?
That's when you said I am only invited. But see,
but I said everybody's invited. Like I.S.U.P.K has barbecues. We had a cookout in New York. We have cookouts in Detroit. We have one in California that's coming up. And we say everybody's invited. But that doesn't mean everybody. That means only if you are Black, Hispanic, and Native American. You don't have to be in the I.S.U.P.K to come to our cookouts. You just have to be Black, Hispanic, and Native American. And I'm going to show you something. Christ, hold up, brother. Christ here is talking to the Israelites, right? He's not talking to the heathens in this at all.
So is the body.
Right. And I want to show you something. I'm gonna show you something because you said no, you gotta hold up for a second. Hold up for one quick second, right? You said Christ came for everybody, but that's not what Christ said. I'm gonna show you what Christ said right here.
He came for the lost sheep out of the house of Israel. Somebody is not talking to a regular.
All right, so then if I'm not talking to a regular person, why do you still believe Caucasians can be saved?
Because I already just told you I'm the messenger of the Lord.
Good night. All right, I got you. I definitely understand.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so this brother can go back in the audience, man. That old messenger of the Lord trying to save Caucasians. I don't have time for it right now. I'm going to go back and show you a few things just for anybody who's watching on TikTok so you can understand, right? This is, where are we? Let me get Revelations 14. Hold up. Bear with me one moment. Revelations 14 and let's go to Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Caucasians led the Israelites into captivity. They're going into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience of the saints. Now, we got to find out who are the saints, right? Because that's what this brother said. He said the Israelites and the saints. But let's find out who the saints are. Bear with me. Let me get my precept. That's what I said. Every time I hear these brothers speak and they say something, you could just hear the Christianity in them. They'll try to make it seem like, no, it's not Christianity when it is, right? It is definitely all types of Christianity. Let's go to Psalms. Where are we? Psalms. We're going to go to Psalms. Bear with me. Psalms 50. Where was it? Psalms 55. All right. So this is Psalms 50 and 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. You cannot be a saint without have made the covenant of the Lord. And who made the covenant of the Lord? Right? Who made the covenant of the Lord? That's the question. Right? When you read in the Bible, you find out that the covenant was made between God and Abraham's seed, and Isaac was counted as his seed. Right? I'm going to get back to my topic in just a moment, but this is good night. Again, I'm going to read it again. Psalms 50 and 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Who made that covenant with the Lord? It was the Israelites. It wasn't the heathens. I got one more, because them heathens definitely going to be in the kingdom of heaven. So, listen, I just got to show you how, though. All right? This is Isaiah 14 and 1. You can pair this with Revelations 13 and 10 that we just read. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. Israel is Jacob. Jacob is Israel, synonymous. And set them in their own land. There was a man named Jacob. He wrestled with an angel. The angel knocked out the hollow of his hip and gave him the name Jacob, Prince of Power, Yashra Allah in the Hebrew. Right? And he had children. He had sons, and those sons became tribes, and he called them Israelites. Right? And the stranger, let me go back. For the Lord, Isaiah 14 and 1, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. So Israel's going to have their own land. And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. So listen, that land is the kingdom of heaven. The heathens are going to be joined with us in the kingdom of heaven, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2, right? and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. Ooh-wee. This sounds even better. And the house of Israel shall possess them. Possess, that sounds like a possession. Means they're going to own them. They're going to keep them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. And that is exactly how the heathens are going to be in the kingdom of heaven. So I'm going to get back to my topic, right? I wanted to read something real quick. Dante's Inferno, Italian for hell, is the first part of writer Dante Alighieri's 14th century narrative poem, The Divine Comedy. Listen, if y'all don't understand, dying and going to hell is comedy, especially if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native American. That is comedy to us. What are you talking about? We just watched Breonna Taylor's killers get freed and told they did nothing wrong. Our life is hell. Dying and going to hell is comedic at best. They told them cops he did nothing wrong. That the boyfriend didn't fire the shot. Y'all wouldn't have fired back shots. First off, y'all were in the wrong house. Her ex-boyfriend don't live there. And y'all would have known that if you did any type of investigation. Black people live in hell. We're in hell. There's no way around it. You can't get around that. You can't say it's not true. We live in hell. Let's read verse 2. Oh, Salakia, I already read that. For their oppressors, right? And they shall rule over their oppressors. Good night. We're reading something else. I was still holding these scriptures in my hand. That's why it looked like that. Let's go back. I'm reading this Dante's Inferno. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to share the screen. I'm just going to read it to you. Right? It is followed by Purgatorio and Paradiso. The Inferno describes the journey of a fictionalized version of Dante himself through hell, guided by the ancient Roman poet Virgil. Now listen, see, there you go. That should let you know. That should let you know. Listen, anybody who tells me they are a messenger, you're not in the I.S.U.P.K. I'm not even listening to you no more, right? You're telling me everything that the I.S.U.P.K. has told you, but you don't believe you're an Israelite and Caucasians could be saved. And I'll tell you what it really sounds like. This is a cut to all you brothers and sisters. When I hear the heathens get the kingdom of heaven with you, it sounds like you don't love yourself and you love whatever box or rod is in the bed with you at that moment. That's what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like you love yourself at all. Let me get back to swipe left to close. I'm trying this. Hold up. Right? So it honestly sounds like you don't love yourself. When you say these kind of things like, damn, the heathens can get the kingdom with us. And it has me looking at y'all like y'all don't know what you're talking about, or you just hate yourself or can't see yourself as anything better than a slave. Like y'all ain't ever tired of not being slaves? Like, when are we gonna get tired of being slaves? Right? That's the real question. When are we going to be tired of being slaves? You're not tired? Like, damn. I am not a slave. I'm in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA, the baddest man I know. Listen, I knew a lot of gangsters in my life when I was in the world. And none of them are as bad as Commanding General YAHANNA. And we Black, so you know bad means good. Right? Let's keep reading. In the poem, hell is depicted as 9 concentric circles to torment located within the earth, right? So that's the concept of hell. Y'all wonder where you get the concept of hell? That's where you get it. So now, what are Dante's 9 circles? Remember, this is all fiction. The first circle of hell is limbo. It's like if you listen to have you ever seen like any type of Roman show or Catholic show, right? You ever watch The Sopranos? When Tony was in a coma, it's like he was in a dream state, right? So they say that's what the coma is. But the limbo is like a white room with nothing. Okay, I'll give you a better version. You know the Matrix? You know when they're the first Matrix and they're training Neo and the weapon shells just slide out of nowhere, but it's an all white space? That's what limbo is in this first circle. The second circle is lust. The third circle, gluttony. The fourth circle, greed, anger, heresy, violence, and fraud. Those are the 8 circles. I believe there's one more. There's one more circle. And they actually do a depiction of this. They do a depiction of it to make it seem like hell is underground. Right? Hell is underground. The ninth circle is treachery. Again, they tell you hell exists and you got to die and go to heaven and hell. Listen, I'll keep it funky with you. When I was adding this person, I first thought it was the Muslim girl who said she died twice. I wanted to hear from her. I wanted to really hear what it was like when she died twice. I've never heard that. I thought it would have been interesting for the class. Right? Let's go to Matthew 6 and 10. We're going to go to Matthew 6 and 10. Right? The brother was right about you go and get judged by the Spirit. But I don't know who's teaching this brother, probably teaching himself. He just started to go off. Like right when you tell me that Caucasians can be in the kingdom of heaven after Breonna Taylor, after all the brothers and sisters that we've seen unalived. Right? Wasn't there a brother just unalived a second ago? Right? So the Caucasian, I think the Caucasian man who just shot up the school and unalived the black children, right, in the United States. 20 years from now, if he doesn't get a death penalty, before he passes, or the last 2 years before he passes, and he decides he wants to give his life to Christ, he wants to confess to Jesus that Jesus is king and God is everything. Does he now get to go to heaven with the children that he unalived? Like them children are going to be in heaven. They're going to see their unaliver walk through the gates of heaven and going to be happy. Like, do y'all hear how you sound? Damn. That is, Christianity sucks. And it's LGBTQ. It's LGBTQ friendly. Let's read Matthew, where we at? Matthew 6 and 5. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, right? This is the Lord's Prayer. This is how Christ told us to pray, right? You want to pray, you pray like this, right? Y'all have heard it before. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, right? Well, this is the 10th verse. Matthew 6, verse 10. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, right? So the kingdom's going to come. The Lord's will is going to be done in earth as it is in heaven. Why? Because the next heaven is going to be on earth. That's what's going to happen. The next heaven is going to be on earth. Right? And listen, I just opened up my TikTok real quick just to see what was going on. And another depiction of our slavery. And we're supposed to believe that slave master who was whipping this sister in the back, when he is ready to be unalived and he confesses to Christ and says Christ is king, he's going to be in heaven with her. After he abused her, the rapist is going to be in heaven. because he confessed that Christ is king. Is that what you're telling me? That makes no sense. Make it make sense, right? But our kingdom will be in heaven, on the earth. That's where our kingdom is going to be. It's going to be on the earth, right? Let's go to, where can we go to? We are in, we'll go to Revelations 5. I'm going to put my bookmark in this Matthew, because I'm going to be coming back here in a moment shortly. We'll be coming back there in a moment shortly. Matthew, we're going to go Revelations 5 and 10. We're going to go to Revelations 5, verse 10 in a moment. Revelations 5, verse 10. Bear with me. Let me get it. Right? Revelations 5, verse 10. He has made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on earth. Right? Our kingdom is going to be on earth. The kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth. You look at how black people live today. We live crack in our neighborhood. 15-year-olds are dying. 15-year-olds are doing the unaliving as well in our cities, which is crazy. And that's not hell. You can't even convince these sisters to put on clothes. Is that not hell? Native Americans are struggling to get clean drinking water on the reservations in southern Ontario and northern Ontario and all throughout Canada. Is that not hell? Good night. Wow. If that is hell, what is heaven? Our oppressors put us in hell so they can make heaven. Every month, if you live in the city of Toronto, you work 40 to 60 hours a week, damn near, to pay rent to some heathen. Some heathen, you're paying them $10,000 damn near a month. It sounds like that. Once you like, listen, you look at that $3,000 you had to work for and struggle for, and you're giving it all to the heathen. That is hell. For him, it's heaven. For us, we're messed up. We're in a messed up place right now. Right? So what are we going to do about it? How do we make heaven on earth? What are we supposed to do? Right? If you want to make heaven on earth, you got to keep the commandments. You have to keep the commandments of the Most High. Not keeping the commandments is why we're in hell. Right? Again, Revelations, where were we? Where were we? We're in Revelations 5 and verse 10. He has made us unto our God kings and priests, right? So we are supposed to be kings and priests in the earth, and princes and princesses, right? We shall reign on the earth. Our kingdom is going to reign on earth. Christ's kingdom is going to reign on earth. Like, y'all hear them say they seen a new heaven coming down. That didn't mean you have to die to see this new heaven. It's figurative, right? Like a whole city's not just going to come and land on top of another city. It's a figurative way of speaking, right? It means the children of Israel are going to wake up and we're going to build our heaven on this earth. I already read to you in Isaiah 14 where it said the heathens are going to be in the kingdom for handmaids and bondsmen, like we were. You know, like how we built Canada, like how we built the UK, like how we built the United States of America. Right? That's what it is. That's what Isaiah 14 says. It says the heathens are going to cleave onto us while they become our handmaids. Right? You know how every sister back in the from the 50s down there to the 70s, was a maid. They had to go and be a maid or a nurse, work in a nursing home, or raise some Caucasians' children, to the point where the Caucasian children end up loving the sister and call her mom because their mom is not around. Well, that is going to be us. But on the opposites, like it's going to be different. Like our children aren't going to be calling no heathens mom, but them heathen women will be the nannies. They will be the nanny. Well, our sisters are weighted hand and foot. Our sisters are going to be the ones ringing the bell. You know that little bell that you ring called a butler? That's what our sisters are going to be doing. Right? We live in hell. Right? Listen, I'm gonna have to find an article right for it, real talk, for real quick for you. 1 second. Let me see if I can find an article. I could just type Google. I'm gonna just go google.com, C-O-M, or .ca because I'm in Canada. Violence in Toronto. Let's see what articles pop up. Listen, the first thing that popped up, a rash of deadly gun violence in Toronto. 3 deadly shootings over the long weekend. That a 15-year-old died in that, right? Educators sound the alarm on violence at school. Someone got shot at his school. Like, this is hell. Canada is not a heaven for us. Right? 1 second. Let me type in another one. Black man unarmed shot. Listen, let's see what this article says. That's too much to go through for this class right now. I'm going to look for another article. List of unarmed African Americans killed by law. Damn, that is crazy. There's a whole list. Before 2000, damn, that list is long before 2000. Let me just see what 2022 looked like. 2022, Jason Walker, Dianta Quarles, Robert Jr. Langley, Donald Rochester, Tracy Guetta, Treya Pryor, Patrick Loya, Herman Whitfield, Jalen Randall, Rogers. Listen, that's just a short list of brothers and sisters who were unalived. Michael Charles Thompson by police who were unarmed. Right? We just watched what happened to Sonia Massey, and you can't tell us that's heaven for us. That's not heaven. Let me go down some of this 2024 list. Hold up. I'm going to go down to 2024, seeing that we are in 2024. Right? Again, this is unarmed Black people unalived by the police when they were unarmed in 2024. Clifford Brooks, 41, Washington, D.C. Rashad Graham, 30, Lauderhill, Florida. Isaac Goodlow, the third, 30, Carroll Stream, Illinois. Terrell Miller, age 4. Good night, Macomb, Illinois. And you can't possibly tell us that we don't live in hell. A 4-year-old was unalive. Police respond to a call and found Miller's mother with multiple stab wounds. Officer found 57-year-old Anthony T. George, who grabbed Miller and took him hostage at knife point. One officer fired a single shot, killing both Miller and George. Now, listen, did you hear what I just told you? Someone unalived a woman with a knife, grabbed her 4-year-old. The police saw this man with a 4-year-old, and the man held the 4-year-old hostage with a knife. The police fired one shot, unaliving both of them. This is a 4-year-old Black child. We don't live in hell? What are you talking about? It's terrible, right? And God has made us on and has made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on earth. We should reign on earth. That's where our heaven is going to be. We live in hell right now. Listen, that list is, I'm gonna have to favorite this list and put it in my bookmark so I can use it for later. You can't possibly tell us we don't live in hell. Let's go to Revelations 21 and 2. I try to be patient with brothers when I'm talking to them on these apps, but my patience is very thin. Now, listen, I try to be like Captain Tazariak. He has the patience that is mastered. Listen, that Captain Tazariak has mastered his patience, and I try to study it and see how he does it. And good night. Give Captain Tazariak a hand for his patience, because he has a lot of patience to deal with brothers. I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it. All right, so where were we? We were at Revelations 21 and 2. And I, John, this is John the Revelator, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adored for her husband, right? And that's talking about us building our kingdom, us coming and learning the law and making sure no brothers sin anymore and no sisters. That's talking about no black family has a house without, I'll say it like this, no Black, Hispanic, or Native American family or household doesn't have a father in it. No sister is taking a brother to court. Listen, I watched I'm going to do a review on this tomorrow, right? A sister took her child's father to child support court and said, yes, we were in a relationship, we were having sex, but I didn't ask him to get me pregnant. He's a danger, and I don't want him to see the children. And listen, that brother took some advice and got a lawyer. He got a lawyer, and the lawyer brought up the text messages saying that she was thinking about him. Recent text message, she's thinking about him. She wants to be in his arms. She loves him. She even said in the court she'll never stop loving him. Listen, that sister's just distraught because they broke up. I keep it funky with you. She don't want to not have him see his children, but these sisters are taught that by our oppressors, and she's distraught, right? To a point where she even said she don't want to put the brother on child support, but the judge said, no, we're putting him on child support. That's hell. We live in hell. Let's go back. New Jerusalem coming down from out of heaven and prepared it as a bride adorned for her husband. Now, if you notice, that didn't say the kingdom is you die and then you go up to that kingdom in heaven. There's lots of different heavens, man. There's the heaven as in the skies. Then there's the heaven as the fourth dimension where the Lord is. Then there's heaven that's going to be on earth, meaning our kingdom, the New Jerusalem. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Hold up. Where are we? Where are we? We're gonna jump back to that Matthew, right? And again, that's to let you like hold up. I got a next one. I gotta show you again. I'm just gonna have to show you these and bring them out. I hope you're taking notes. Isaiah, I think it's Isaiah 60. I think it's down at the bottom. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. I'm looking for a precept. Okay. Hold up. This TikTok do that freezing thing. Give me one moment. I'm just looking for a precept. Bear with me one moment if you could. I found it. I found it. Isaiah 60 and 11. Isaiah 60 and 11. If you could bear with me. All right. This is Isaiah 60 and 10, right? And again, this is our kingdom. The sons, Isaiah 60 and 10, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. Right? These heathens are going to build up our walls. They're going to be in heaven with us. They definitely will be there with us, but they're going to be building our kingdom in servitude to us, like we are to them. You wake up every morning. Listen, some of y'all brothers got to wake up at 4 in the morning to be at a job site for 6 in the morning, and you got to take the bus to do it. And if you're 5 minutes late, that oppressor wants to dock you 30 minutes. And then he wants to act. If he makes a mistake, he acts like nothing happened. If you made a mistake, it's the end of the world. I know. Listen, this happens. I watched an oppressor tell my brother, I didn't tell you to do that. And we were all there watching him. And we all said, yes, you did. We heard you say that. And he tried to save his ass on that job site. And guess who got laid off first? And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Right? Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut down. Salakia, they shall not be shut day or night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee, this is verse 12, shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. That's our kingdom. That's our heaven. Right? Now, let me get back to my precepts. Where was I? All right, what was I reading? Was I reading Matthew? I was at Revelations 2 and 21 and 2. We read that. I'm going to read it one more time. Revelations 21 and 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband, right? That's what we just read a second ago. These heathens are going to build up our kingdom for us. Yo, what the fuck? That's crazy, yo. TikTok be letting that weird stuff happen. Good night. What is up with this TikTok? Hold up. Hold up. Something's happening. I just got to go into TikTok real quick and fix it. Something is extremely happening. All right. Yeah, that's weird. Like TikTok will ban our videos, but let these Leviticus members come into your comments. Salakia pods. Right? So where was I? Where was I? I was over here. Right? So now we're gonna go to Matthew 10 and 28. Let's go back there. Matthew 10 and 28. Let me get with you real quick. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that TikTok. So we got Matthew 10 and 28. And fear not them which kill the body. Fear not them which kill the body. All right. Listen, man can kill the body. Man can definitely kill the body. But then what? Then what? What happens after that? Right? What happens to your spirit? You die. You go up to heaven, you get judged, and you come back, right? I understand. Yeah, man can kill the body, but listen to what this is saying. Fear not them which kill the body. So don't fear man. Listen, you defend yourself, but don't fear man. Don't make it seem, don't think that because a man tells you something, again, for that example I brought up, right? Fearing man was listening to them say, if we don't follow this slave master while he whips us and obey him, we're going to die and go to hell. That was fearing man. Fearing man is forsaking your God to go and do what man wants you to do. All right? That's what fearing man is. But are not able to kill the soul. These men could kill your body. They can't kill your soul. They could definitely kill your body, but they cannot kill your soul. Right? But who has the power to destroy your soul? That is the question. Who has the power to destroy your soul? It would be the Most High. Right? Not man. Man can't unalive your soul, make you not come back into the earth. Man can't even bring you into the earth without the Most High's approval. Without the Most High letting it happen. Man, you can't come back into the earth. A bird does not fall out the sky without the Most High saying, yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. Right? But rather, again, this is Matthew 10 and 28, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Now, I got a question for anybody who's watching. How is your body and soul destroyed in hell? Can someone explain that to me? How is your body destroyed in hell? I'm going to take one quick second, get a quick little drink. I need some water real quick. Y'all bear with me. I'm going to be right back. I'm not going nowhere, but I need someone to explain how your body is destroyed in hell. Can someone explain that to me? I'm waiting for the answer. I need the answer. How is your body destroyed in hell? Does anybody have the answer? Is anybody watching? I already know most Christians will never have this answer. I'm going to say 100% of you Christians will not have this answer. All right? How's your body destroyed in hell? What do you have to do to destroy your body in hell? I'm going to give you the answer. Hell, when you die, your body's destroyed on earth. Your soul leaves on earth. Your soul's on earth and then it leaves. Your body's on earth and then it's destroyed and eaten by maggots and sent into the ground and the worms and the ants and everything. Like, think about it. Outside of that casket, if you just wrap a body in some cloth and put it in the dirt, the worms are going to have a feast day. The ants are going to go to work. Right? The ants are going to do the work. But how is your body about to be destroyed in hell? So I'm going to read it one more time. Fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Hell is on earth. Your body is destroyed on earth. And what that's letting you know is fear God. Keep the commandments. Don't sin. Don't be a drug dealer. Don't get with a woman unless you want to keep her for the rest of your life. Right? You sisters, don't get with a man and divorce him because you are unhappy in the relationship. Stick through it because Christ said to. Stick through it because you want to teach your daughter not to be a whore. You want to teach your son not to make whores of our daughters. That's what you want to do. Stick through it. Right? Again, hell is the condition that we live right now. You look at our families are destroyed, totally destroyed. That's hell. You got cousins. Listen, you got cousins trying to unalive each other because they slept with the same woman. When you are not supposed to sleep with a woman that has a man. You sisters aren't supposed to throw a brick through that brother's car because he has another woman. That's just his other woman. That's your sister. Go love her. Be kind to her. Offer to watch their children when they need date night. You sisters do the same. Your husband's other woman, they have a date night. Watch their children for them. Y'all don't know what it's like to have brotherhood. I seen some fake Israelites believe each other and start a new group. They said it wasn't sin and it wasn't doctrine. And it was brotherhood. Good night. Y'all didn't have brotherhood? That's crazy. That is, how are you going to teach another brother to have brotherhood if you don't have brotherhood? Right? Listen, all these fake Israelite groups is destroying our people. The Christian church is destroying our people. But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. We live in hell. Today we argue over Kendrick and Drake and if Lil Wayne's supposed to perform at the damn Super Bowl. Who cares if Lil Wayne performs at the Super Bowl? It's not going to do nothing for us. Absolutely nothing for us. How does Lil Wayne performing at the Super Bowl stop the dope that he rapped about from ravishing your community? Remember, Lil Wayne said Simon Says shoot that nigga in his arms and legs. How does him performing that fix New Orleans? Yeah, y'all forgot. These people don't love you. They don't give a damn. Lil Wayne said there's no racism. He doesn't even see racism. Kendrick said women need to have abortions as he put on a silver crown with diamonds of thorns, right? A silver crown of thorns with diamonds. And he said they hated him like Jesus and some stupid shit like that. Salakia, excuse my French. right? But Kendrick Lamar and Drake is not for the culture. Neither is Lil Wayne. You know who's for the culture? I.S.U.P.K. Commanding General YAHANNA is for the culture. You want to fix black homes and stop living in hell? Then you should let Commanding General YAHANNA fix your home for you. You brothers are tired of choosing women that go and sleep with every Tom, Dick, and Harry? You should come to Commanding General YAHANNA's classes in your city, whether online like you're watching right now or a physical school, and let Commanding General YAHANNA teach you how to choose a woman. So you don't have to be on child support no more. Y'all know that child support court is hell. It's hell when you have a son and some bitch in the world is Salakia, is some unruly dog or ruly female. Listen, I call her a female dog, man. I ain't afraid to tell her what she is. If you are a female dog, I'm gonna call you a bitch, Salakia. But just know that a brother fighting to see his children is hell. Y'all sisters don't want a brother to see his children because y'all not together no more over some next woman he had because the Caucasian sold you some Disney World fairy tale about a man and he's only supposed to love you when you don't even only love the one bag you have. You don't love the one lace front wig you have. You don't love the one heels you have in your closet, but you're trying to tell a man he can only love one woman. Good night. That's great. Like, do y'all hear yourself? We live in hell. A brother having to fight to see his children is hell. And when that child is 16 and not listening to you and she's outside not coming in, you're going to say it's the father's fault? Y'all brothers, y'all chose to lay with a whore and now it's her fault? Nah, brother, stop loving scandalous women, and our women won't be scandalous, and our neighborhoods won't be in the hellish condition that it is right now. But fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. You see it? The body's destroyed in hell. You tell me where the body gets destroyed. On earth? So if the body gets destroyed on earth, does that make earth hell? Hold up. Let's get to our next. Let's get to, so okay, where is it? Listen, I did a horrible thing. I went and got me an iPhone, man. It's horrible. I hate these iPhones. I remember I got this iPhone and immediately remembered why I don't like iPhones. But it's whatever. I got a Samsung and an iPhone now. My Samsung, I'm on the TikTok live. The iPhone, I'm using it for something else right now. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. Where's this? Amos, Psalms. Ecclesiastes 3:16. 3:16, Ecclesiastes 3:16. Listen, I had this Bible right here. I've had this since I was a trooper. I'm now an officer of 1,000. It's been almost 4 years since I've been alive in the UPK, right? And this Bible, I've gone to war with this Bible and back. This is a good Bible, man. This is an heirloom. Listen, I'm going to put this in a treasure box, in a safe somewhere. Might go get a deposit at a bank and go leave it there. Salakia. This is a treasure. I'm going to give this to my daughter or my son if I have one. Right? I have a daughter now, but I might give this to her when she's older. Tell her to give it to her to my grandson. Salakia. But where are we at? Where are we at with it? We're at Ecclesiastes 3:16. Right? Listen, let's read 15. This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. That which has been is now, and that which is to be has already been, and God requireth that which is past. Right. So listen, what I just read to you is the things that happened. Let's read it again. That which has been is now. Right. So what happened before, we're seeing it now. Right. Or you might get judged for it now. And that which is to be has already been. Right? And God requireth that which is past. Meaning, just because you live a life and you sin, and when you pass, you are judged for it. And the life that you live now is based off your past life. Someone said, thoughts on the complete works of Josephus. I view it like I view the Quran. It's toilet paper. It's not for us. It's not nothing authentic. I had a conversation with a Muslim the other day, and he said that Christ's father was God. And I said, that's Christianity. Being a Muslim and Christian is the same thing. I can't be either one. So that's my thoughts on the works of Josephus. It's not in the 1611. It don't exist. It's, right? I don't know, man. Y'all, damn. Listen, some of them books y'all listen to, animals talk, and God changes men into animals. And some of them books that y'all be reading and saying is a doctrine, and that's what we're supposed to be listening to, right? Let's keep reading again. And God requires that which is past. Right? We're going to break that down in a second. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. Right? So you live a life, you pass away, and God requires it. He requires the judgment of that life. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. Wait, what are we talking about? What does that even mean? The place of judgment is under the sun. What is under the sun? The earth is under the sun. So that place, they tell you, you die and you get judged. What did the Christians say? Only God can judge me. Yo, man, Christianity is a joke. Only God could judge you. And listen, 50 Cent, I got to reference 50 Cent, right? 50 Cent said, I used to believe only God could judge me, or something like that. Then he said he found out them crackers would give his black ass 150 years. Listen, the place of judgment is on the earth, right? You could get judged by men, or you could get judged by God. You die and come back and get judged by God. Let's keep reading. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there. So under the sun, there's wickedness. That sounds like Canada today. Doesn't that sound like Canada today? Same-sex marriage, wickedness. Abortions, wickedness. Drug use, wickedness. Murder, wickedness. Our families being broken up, wickedness. Prostituting and whoring out our sisters, wickedness. That's the earth today. That wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. So it's letting you know, listen, there is a place that judgment happens, and it's under the sun. And I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. right? Again, you get judged on the earth and your sentence is carried out on the earth. Y'all ever seen them babies that are just born messed up? All right, I'm going to find that for you in a moment. Y'all just give me a second. Deuteronomy, where we going? We're going Deuteronomy 32 and 22. For a fire kindled in my anger. Is that what I'm reading? 32:22. 32:22. For a Deuteronomy 32:22. For a fire kindled in my anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains, right? So this is setting on fire the foundations of the governments, right? That fire burning in the earth, right, is the Lord's anger. And it's going to burn onto the lowest hell. Now, does that mean Dante Inferno, the seventh rings, like that ninth ring, treachery or whatever it was, right? No, that's just talking about the Lord's judgment for the earth. The Lord's judgment for the governments who are ruling over his children. Right? Again, hell is on earth. That fire is burning on earth. It's not telling you it's burning in earth. So now what? Is it that so we're unalived? Our body goes into the earth, but then our soul goes deeper into the earth? Like that's the lake of fire? Man, that's crazy. Hold up. I have a precept. I'm going to use this. Now, this precept you can definitely use it for, you could definitely use it for regeneration, which is, that's another one, right? You could, on the same channel, we got a regeneration video, class that we did on regeneration. Okay, so we're going to go to John 9:2. But I also like to use this to show that if you die and come back, that means you don't die and go to hell. Right? So this is John 9:1. And Jesus passed by. He saw a man which was blind from his birth. Right? So again, this is a man blind from birth. He's blind from birth. Pay attention to that part. I'm going to say it again. This is a man blind from birth. Shalom, user. User 123456, shalom. Verse 2. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, Master. Salakia. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin? They see a man blind from birth, and the disciples ask Christ, who sinned? Do y'all understand why they're asking who sinned? We're going to break it down right now. This man or his parents? Why would the disciples ask if this man sinned or his parents sinned if he was born blind from birth? Why would they ask that? What's the point of asking it? Right? Like who, like why are they asking that? Does anybody know why they ask who sinned? Hey, if you're on YouTube, I'm throwing in these sign-in links right now. If you were watching the class, you can hit that sign-in link. Hit that sign-in link, right? And that sign-out link. This is the sign-out link that I'm throwing in, right? You can hit that. I'm about to up it on the screen right now. So now it's up on the screen. You can see it. I upped it on the screen. It's right there. Hit that sign-in link. That's for English. I'm going to drop the rest of them, right? But now these disciples are asking Christ, who did sin? Why? Because Christ is teaching them that when you die, you come back. That's the opposite of the Christian church. right? Why would you ask if his parents sinned or he sinned if he was blind, if he was born blind? So is the being born blind a judgment for sinning? That's the question. That is a question that I propose. Was being born blind a punishment for sinning? And if he was born blind, when did he sin? Can a baby sin? Can you be a baby and sin? Right? All right, so I'm dropping these sign-in links. So okay, I don't have my mouse, so everything is kind of, I'm doing it with that little keyboard mouse that they have. I hate that keyboard mouse, but it is what it is. Again, we definitely on YouTube as well, right? They ask him, who did sin? This man or his parents, that he was born blind? So they're asking, he was born blind. Did he sin or did his parents sin? Well, if he sinned, then what life did he sin if he was born blind? Does a baby sin? And Jesus answered, neither has this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him. Right? Now, what that's saying is, if the disciples questioned if the man sinned or his parents, is because they know that just like David's son was unalive for David's sin, the Lord can unalive you for the sins of your past, for the sins that happened that your parents did as a punishment to them, right? That's what that's saying. Now, if you can be born blind because of sin, that means you had another life where you sinned. And now the blind is your judgment for that sin, not heaven and hell. Like, there's no such thing as you die and go to heaven. That's something they told us to. That's something they told us so we would be good slaves. Right? Again, I hit them sign out links for you. You could definitely click on those sign out links. Right? Going to be bringing an end to this class. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Y'all TikTok, if you're watching on TikTok, you want to watch this again because you can't restream lives on TikTok and you won't be able to find it. You could go and check us out on I.S.U.P.K Toronto on YouTube and you could watch us again. Listen, even if you don't believe, listen, this is what I need y'all TikTokers to do, right? Y'all TikTokers, start taking these videos and trying to cut them up to debunk it. Y'all gotta start trying to prove the I.S.U.P.K wrong. Cut up these videos and try to debunk it. Share it on your TikToks and try to debunk it, right? But again, if you do want to watch it again, this class again, you could just go to I.S.U.P.K Toronto, right, on YouTube, and you'll be right there in the live. Go to the live option, and you'll see Wednesday law class. Gotta make it to heaven, living in hell. Right? Question mark. So once again, TikTok, I'm Priest and Officer 1000 Zabaja. Go check us out on I.S.U.P.K Toronto. Shalom. All right. TikTok is done. Where are we? Hey, YouTube, we're here. 1 second. Let me see if I can get my announcements real quick. Oh, shit. Salakia. Good night. Whole desk falling apart. All right. I.S.U.P.K announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K started on the 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3 verses 8 to 10. Ma'ashara, which means 10th in Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Up and coming holy convocation is Slovakia. Let me get with you right quick. We got hold up. Bear with me. Hold up 1 second. It's the memorial of blowing trumpets. Bear with me. I have it. It's right here. What am I doing? I'm trying to find the flyer. Memorial of blowing trumpets. First day of the 7th month, Wednesday, the 2nd of October, 2024. You can find Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, verses 24 to the 25th. If any brother or sister would like to reminder Akim and Akwaf to check the bulletin boards in your physical schools and social media of your schools in your zone. If anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband / scarf. With that said, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters, to the brothers, Salakia. Men of Israel, Imajim, which means stand. Imajim Shabbat, Imajim Barak, Yahal Bashem Yahshai Barakatam, Yad Yamata. Men of Israel, if you have any sisters in your presence, turn to face them. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim Barak, Yahweh Shemar Alatham Ba'asham Yahshai. Thawada. Clap it up. Don't forget to go check out Commanding General YAHANNA tonight at 9 o'clock. The real Commanding General YAHANNA tonight, 9 o'clock on YouTube. Shalom.